It's the Fat Piggy Cow with your main host. It's a Cristiano McCoy. It's Christian McCoy. And today, our discussion is centered around a little segment that we like to call traffic talk. Such a heated concept. So we're going to dive right into it. Like we all know, especially people that live in busy, densely populated cities, that driving can become one of the most frustrating and angering things that you do in your day. And for many reasons. I mean, especially during rush hour when everyone's ready to get home. You've been at work all day doing what you hate doing. You're tired, sleepy, hungry. Can't wait to get home to sit in front of the TV or drink a Heineken or play Xbox or whatever you do. So that natural anticipation for getting that R&R, of course, would make you more impatient. So what does that do? That mix of emotions usually lead people to make stupid decisions, right? But why does it seem like when there's more cars on the freeway, we got to slow down, come to a halt? And you might think it's just the nature of the physics of it. There's more cars. There's only so many lanes. Naturally, it's going to be nowhere for many people to go. But that couldn't be true because you do actually go, just very slowly. So it's not physiological. It's not based on the physics of the roadways and of a car, because we still do actually get there, even though there's more people. This is more psychological. And in today's traffic talk, we're going to be somewhat didactic. We want to teach people, at least give you the insight. Or I'm not a guru on almost anything, right? But I think I know a little bit about this from constant introspection and constant reflection on why it is the way it is. So this is what I came up with. And maybe you can take some from it and maybe apply it. But I believe that there's congestion because the main thing is the selfishness. You don't want to let anyone in the end of the lane you're in. I don't want to say into your lane because it doesn't belong to you. This is public access road. So if you're in a certain lane, that's the lane that you at the moment are traveling in. Doesn't mean you own it. So you're not letting someone in or out. When you don't let them merge or exit freely, that of course is going to cause a slowdown because you're not traveling a safe distance from the car in front of you. So you're more timid on the gas pedal and more fidgety on the brake. So that's going to naturally cause a domino effect. So now all the cars behind you are doing the same thing. When in reality, as odd as it may seem, if you were less selfish and traveled with less anxiety, less anticipation, and less offensiveness, you for sure would create free-flowing traffic by keeping safe distances and let people merge freely. It's that being right up on the car in front of you, and then you got 10,000 motorists that's doing the same thing, all anxious to get home, all creating this backed up bumper-to-bumper effect by not just being selfless and allowing traffic to merge and allowing traffic to flow without them being too close to cars in front of them. That's pretty much the main culprit to the congested motorway issue. It's almost always because of this mentality of selfishness of not wanting people to get in front of you and, oh, I want to hurry up and get there, so I need to make sure that this lane stays not possible to be merged into. Those types of things are exactly what's making traffic a dense, slow-moving kind of flow. And also, when I'm on regular residential roads, like on side streets or riding through neighborhoods, of course, there's stop signs, not stop lights, but stop signs. It is becoming an insane trend that people are pulling up to the intersection and stopping like 5-10 feet from the actual stop zone, just for in their mind they can say that they stopped first. So if they stop first, they can go first. That is insane. Like, you still have to reach the intersection before it counts as a full yield. Like, you don't get to stop 20 feet away just so that you can keep going. Like, we have accidents all over the place. Sometimes you don't even see a car if you're approaching an intersection. You don't even see a car that's coming from the right angle direction unless they get closer to the actual intersection, because there's shrubs, there's landscaping, whatever that can block them from your view. So that's another insane concept. Get all the way up to the damn intersection, stop where the solid thick white lines at, or whatever indicates it's the end of the end of that part of the travel lane before you cross over the intersection. Stop firmly at that point, and if you're not first to cross through, you're not first to cross through. But at least you'll get through with your car undamaged and without a hospital bill. So it's that simple. And ultimately what it boils down to, like, our blood boils when it comes down to traffic disrespect. For some reason, driving in traffic, having to deal with people, and that being inconsiderate seems like the deepest level of psychological torment, when you feel that disrespected by this person clearly showing what kind of individual they are by this behavior that they're showing on the road behind the wheel of this 2,000-pound vehicle. So I've never been more angry about anything ever than when I'm in traffic and people are just being inconsiderate and disrespectful, because that's like on a core level. It's almost like smack talking on the internet. Like, you know, like you feel like there's no filter to, there's no consequence to having no filter. Like, you know, no one has your address, no one has your name. And on the road, you got this extremely heavy machine, and you're almost literally just throwing your weight around, completely inconsiderate of your fellow man. So it's something about that, like, you know, it has that effect where people feel like they don't have to be respectful and they don't have to be considerate. So that, of course, is going to affect all of us that have to share the road with these nuts. But anyway, I digress. You know, I don't want to get too... See, I'm getting heated just talking about it, just trying to have this little discussion. So, you know, I guess the ultimate lesson here is to just show more consideration, show more respect, and understand that when you're traveling on the freeway, you're all moving in the same direction. So it should be like a team sport. So you want people to merge in. You want to not hit the brakes at all. So you want to leave a decent distance so that people can get in and out of the lane, because we're all traveling in the same direction. So you should be invested in the group, all being able to travel safely and travel with an acceptable velocity, so that you feel you get there faster. You will not create that effect by being an individual that's just being selfish. It's going to create congestion, period. But anyway, that's traffic talk for the day. I'm a Cristiano McCoy. It's Christian McCoy. Fat Piggy Cow signing out. Peace.